Om yogarmanam vidadhati purvam yo vai vedanscha prahinoti tasme tam hadevam atma buddhi prakasham mumukshurvai sharanamaham prapadye. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyo Vamshashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya Sarvo Patlavarahita Prajnanaganaha Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi Brahmaivahamasmi. Om Vedantartha Vibhasakaya Gurave Shantaya Sannyasine Nanavadi Nagendra Sanghapavaye Yogindra Vandyaya Cha Mohadvanta Divakaraya Bhagavat Padabhidham Vibrate Tasmai Bhashyakate Namostu Sapatam Purnaya Bodhatmane. This text under discussion has the title Prasthana Bheda. Bheda means difference. Difference of what? Of prasthana, of the paths. You know, we have heard that story about people coming from different directions, east, west, north, south, and reaching the temple on the top of the mountain. So it appears that there is a path from the east, from the west, from the north, and from the south, but ultimately the destination is one. And so also then, this example has been quoted and used rampantly to justify that everything, whether it is the Vaidika Shastras or Avaidikani Shastrani, Mlecha Prasthanadini, everything takes you there. And all of them are independent paths. Because obviously that what is spoken by the Yoga and Sankhya is not spoken by Vedanta. That what is spoken by or told to you by Nyaya Vaisheshikas are Buddha and Jaina scriptures, Bauddha and Jaina scriptures, is not exactly what is spoken by the Mimamsakas, and therefore you find that there are different paths. And then in a great hurry people conclude that all these paths are valid and independent paths to reach Parameshwara. Okay? So one thing is for sure, that there are different paths. Bheda is there. There is no need to reconcile and say what is spoken by Yoga is exactly what is said by Vedanta. There is no need. Otherwise, why should they be called as two different darshanas at all? Yeah. What is idli and what is dhokla. And there may be some similarities, but idli is not dhokla. Anyway, there is a difference. So, there is no need to have that hurried conclusion. And there is no papa also to say that these are different, In the world where everybody is making differences, we should be there to reconcile the differences. There is no need. Differences can exist. But conflicts need not exist. Differences does not mean that there is a conflict. There is red color, there is blue color, there is yellow color. And every color has got its own existence. But they are not in conflict. There is a difference, and that difference necessarily does not mean conflict. You can have a different opinion than me. That is perfectly okay. It is not necessary that you have to have the same opinion as me. When a fact is presented, everybody, for example, everybody is going to say this is a table. Nobody is going to say this is a bullock cart. This is a table. Why do you agree to say that this is a table? Because when a fact is presented, it is subject to verification. It is not accepted because of an authority. Because Swamiji says this is a table, let us start calling it a table, you do that. And if I say that let us from tomorrow this is a bullock cart, will you start calling it a bullock cart? You may at the most have little sympathy, Swamiji is still jet lagged. That much you can have, but nothing more. A fact is not something that comes from authority. Fact is established through the valid means of knowledge. A fact is established through valid means of knowledge. Then it is also subject to verification. A fact is not afraid to be verified, isn't it? You should not say like that, God will be offended. If your God will be offended, that means you are trying to hide something. You are trying to protect something. What is it that you want to hide and what is it that you want to protect? In case where a fact has to be verified, but you are not allowing it to be verified, that means you are hiding a fact and protecting what is false. You see this? And therefore over here we are not going to say, you should not say like that, God will punish you. Let us find out. Let us find out. And therefore you cannot exercise some sort of authority or power to make a fact accepted. Fact fact becomes accepted only under these two conditions: when established through valid means of knowledge and when it is subject to verification. If these two are not present, there is no reason to call it as a fact. If it is your belief, it can be your personal belief. You can keep that belief to yourself. Don't impose it on us by making us say that it is a fact and therefore we have accepted. It is a belief. You like that belief, you can play with it. So we are not going to go against it. But then mind you, if it is your belief, might as well keep it to yourself. Might as well keep it to yourself or present it to people who want to follow it. And those who have rejected that kind of a belief system, and then you want an authority to be exercised over them to make it acceptable, then there is something very pathological about it. It is something pathological about it. You are not accepting that Atma is Brahman because Shankaracharya says it. It is not accepted because Shankaracharya says it. In fact, because it is something that is established through the valid means of knowledge, you are even free to question it, verify it, find out, and therefore it is acceptable. And because Shankaracharya says that what is established through the valid means of knowledge, Shankaracharya becomes acceptable. It is not that Atma is Brahman is acceptable because it is spoken by Bhagavan Bhashyakara, but Bhagavan Bhashyakara becomes acceptable because he is speaking or showing you what is established through the valid means of knowledge. You see? And therefore, it is turning the table around. So there are different ways, different paths, different philosophies. And then you want to say that each one of them has to take you to Parameshwara. Now we want to find out is each one of them an independent means? Yeah? Then somebody says, keep running, do Prithvi Pradakshina. You will meet Parameshwara one day. Okay. And the most what happens? You will go around the world. But meeting Parameshwara, how would that happen? How would that happen? Which Parameshwara have you met now running around? So also if meeting Parameshwara or having Parameshwara's darshan was going to be possible just by running around, then keep eating till you meet Parameshwara. Keep eating means what? You will burst. Nothing else would happen. So all such kind of statements may make you feel good for a little while, but they really hold very little meaning. Now, there are different paths. Why are there different paths? Where exactly do these paths take you is the matter of inquiry over here. Okay? So it is not karma marga, bhakti marga, samadhi marga that we are going to talk about, but different darshanas, different philosophies. The Shastra, the various branches of knowledge only are treated as different paths. Here, different branches of knowledge are only treated as different paths. Okay? And therefore the title is Prasthana Bheda. It is authored by one of the greatest teachers in the tradition, Sri Madhusudana Saraswati. One of the works of Madhusudana Saraswati is Advaita Siddhi, which has a commentary called as Chandrika by another Mahatma named Gauda Brahmananda. Okay? Why am I telling you this? It's a nice thing, that's why. Because they asked, what is the avadhi of Vedanta? What is the avadhi? Avadhi means?
Duration.
Huh?
Duration.
Avadhi means limit. Avadhi means limit, not avadhi bhasha. Avadhi means the limit. Up to where is Vedanta to be followed? Where does this Vedanta take you? What is that final destination? So they say, Abrahmananda Parayantam. Oh, as the tradition says, Abrahmananda Parayantam, till you reach Brahmananda. It has got, there is a pun in the word. Abrahmananda Parayantam means till you have reached Jivan Mukti, or the other thing is till you have studied everything from the Upanishad up to the commentary by Brahmananda on Advaita Siddhi. If you have studied all this up to Brahmananda, now you can say, yes, Vedanta is Hastagata. You have mastered Vedanta. Abrahmananda Paryantam, it is said. What is it that Brahmananda speaks? He is writing a commentary on the Advaita Siddhi, which is also authored by Madhusudana Saraswati. Now you can understand the depth or the height of what Madhusudana Saraswati is. Okay. This is another Alpakaya Grantha, a very small work, Prasthana Bheda. It is more of information, and therefore it is not to make you feel very emotional about Paramatma or anything. Okay? The whole thing is giving you a wide picture about what is the scope of Shastra. Okay? When you use the word Shastram, not Shastrama, I don't know why people keep on saying, what is that? Baba Ramdev's thing, Patanjali. Patanjali. I really wonder why. Patanjali products, Patanjali, Patanjali, even Dirgha Rasva mein antar hai. There is a difference between, the long vowel and short vowel. Shastram. Shastram means scriptures. So when you use the word scriptures, what is it that comes under the scope of this word Shastram? What exactly is meant by it? Because otherwise everything will become Shastram. Every message on your WhatsApp will also become Shastram. Everything that is written in Sanskrit becomes Shastram. Otherwise, just to tell you, no smoking, Dhumrapan Nishedha, that will also become Shastram because said in Sanskrit, na? Just because it is said in Sanskrit does not make it Shastram. What is that is then called as Shastram? And where does this Shastram intend to take you? Where does the Shastra intends to take you? So all this has to be known, seen. Then you will understand, you will see the importance of Shastra. And therefore the work Prasthana Bheda. This work is not a Vedantic work that we are going to tell you what is Jiva, what is Brahma, is there any aikyam between Jiva, Brahma, is the Jiva going to go and do some merger in the Brahma or something like that. Or you have to have, oh God, come and meet me and take me to your abode, such kind of things, making you feel emotional about the whole issue. There's nothing of this sort in this work. So don't expect any Pauranika stories also to be told over here. There was a king, there was a queen, and then they had a son, and something like that. No such thing. These are not going to be any stories, nor is this some sort of praise. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha and all is also not here. This is also not some kind of management book. Please. Those who want to reduce Bhagavad Gita also to management book, read a management book. Why do you want to read Bhagavad Gita? Why Bhagavad Gita is moksha shastram, not management shastram. But then you are going to say, then uska upyog hi kya hai? What is the use of it? Not for you. Not for you. And if you don't see its upayoga, why should we try and convince you that it is very upayogi? We have not taken any agency to market Bhagavad Gita. We are going to ask you, are you a mumukshu or not? If there is even an iota of that mumuksha, then Bhagavad Gita becomes important to you. Because it is moksha shastram. Under that moksha shastram, then there are other issues which may come, but they are anga, it is not pradhana. It is anga, angatvena. It is not pradhana. It is not the principal subject matter. What is Bhagavad Gita? Hey, Bhagavad Gita, this Shri Krishna said, Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachan. This is the very essence of Bhagavad Gita. Now those who are saying that this is the very essence, these are the people, I can guarantee you, who have never read Bhagavad Gita beyond that one shloka. And that one shloka also, because the Mahabharata serial used to be there. That is the only light for them. But then they will become authorities. Bhagavad Gita means what? What? That is what I am telling you. This fellow immediately becomes level higher than Shri Krishna himself. Moksha Shastram. Like that over here, we are going to see what is it that is called by this word Shastra. What is its scope? What are the various branches of the Shastra? And through these branches, what is intended for you? Where does all this take you? Take you in the sense? Where does it lead your understanding to? Because what you understand and what you know is what you have reached. Upalabdhi is jnana swarupam. Attainment is in form of knowledge only. If this knowledge did not dawn upon me having landed in USA, that I have landed in USA, होकर के भी, though being in USA, I would not be attaining USA. Swami Ramanand of Omkareshwar used to tell us a very interesting story about two Mahatmas. Because in Hindus we have that Kashi Marna Moksha Mukti, that dying in Kashi, go die in Kashi, Moksha. There is a system, it has an explanation, don't worry. Don't just throw it away. There is something spoken about it. So there were two Mahatmas. One used to live somewhere outside Kashi, and he also had nurtured that desire that my antim time should be in Kashi. So when he was dying, he told his, he obviously then he became unconscious, and then he started talking. देखो गंगा जी है, सामने विश्वनाथ है, and then he died there. Now for him the knowledge is that I am in Kashi. There was another Mahatma in Kashi who was also dying, and then in Kashi he was telling his disciples, "Arey Kashi le chalo, Kashi le chalo." What is so that what is attained only in your knowledge. And therefore when we are saying, where does this all lead you, take you, in the sense, what happens to your understanding ultimately? What is it that you understand? So what you have understood only becomes your attainment. What you have known becomes your attainment. So now let us start without much introduction. Will you like to read the statements or the text, Sanskrit text? And go ahead. This is not shloka, it is in form of prose. Okay? Om. Atra सर्वेषां शास्त्राणां भगवति एव तात्पर्यम्. Okay. अत्र सर्वेषां शास्त्राणां भगवति एव तात्पर्यम्. Taatparyam means essence. Vakturichha Taatparyam. Taatparyam means that what is intended by the speaker, that what is meant by the speaker. In the Sindhu Desha, this salt comes from Sindhu Desha, the Himalayan salt, etc. And from Afghanistan, Sindhu. Even today, the river Sindhu runs through Pakistan. So Sindhu Desha, so there is salt, which is also called as Saindhava. And there is a good breed of horses that comes from Sindhu Desha. And those horses, because they are coming from Sindhu Desha, they are also called as Saindhava. Now somebody is sitting over there and having food, and he says, Saindhava Maanaya. Then somebody brings a horse, Saindhava. Did he mean bring me a horse? What was meant? Vakturichha Taatparyam. What is meant by the Vakta, by that speaker, what is intended by the speaker, then that is called as Taatparyam. His Taatparyam of the word Saindhavam was not horse. If he was standing outside wearing shoes and then he said, Saindhava Maanaya, from the tabela you bring that good horse. I want to go on a ride. Then it is, nobody brings him a katuri mein sign the home. Go for a ride on this. That is understood tatparyam, what is meant by the Vakta. Now over here, Shastranam tatparyam. What is the tatparyam? What is meant by all the Shastra, all the various branches of knowledge? What is really meant for you to be shown? Bhagavati eva, Paramatma is meant. Bhagavati will be what case? Bhagavati will be? Saptamyanta, Saptami, Bhagavati. How second? Saptami bol rahe na?
Seventh.
Where is the Tatparyam? In Paramatma. Locative case. In Paramatma, the Tatparyam of all the Shastras is to show you Paramatma. Okay. That is what we are saying. All the Shastras are showing you Paramatma only. Sir, is the sentence complete? Did we read the full sentence? No. I say, aap ki cheeze mat karo. Half cooked, half baked. What is the next? Sakshat paramparaya Sakshat athva paramparaya. Directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly, it helps you reach Paramatma. So there is some portion of the Shastra which shows you this is Parmeshwara, and there is some Shastra that takes you up to a certain point. Then from that point on, the next Shastra takes over. From there, the next Shastra takes over. And therefore, there is a what do they call? A sequence of leading you from one to the next till you finally reach the Sakshat Sadhanam, which shows you Parmeshwara. Got it? Therefore, all the Shastras ultimately take you to Parameshwara, but how? Sakshatva paramparayava. Directly or indirectly. Okay? Therefore, not everything has got the same status. Everything has the same status as regards it is your means to go to Parameshwara. But directly or indirectly. There is a story about Tulsidas ji. Have you heard that? It's a nice story, whether real or not, but the story is nice and it will prove the point. Okay? So, there is Goswami ji in the olden days, Tulsidas Maharaj. So then, when in the olden days how people used to go out to do their Pratar Vidhi, because toilets were not there, people had to run in the open to do some. So Goswami ji used to go to one place and carrying some little water in a pot or so. So after he finished, that water used to be left over, and whatever was the leftover water he used to throw it on a tree nearby. And that was his routine. As a result, what happened? One day, one Brahma Pishacha landed down from that tree. He said, Maharaj, you have done a great upaya. What happened? That, as a Pishacha, I was thirsty, hungry, no tarpanam, nobody was doing Shraddha Tarpana for me. I was dying, but then every day you used to throw little water and that used to quench my thirst. Now you have done this upkar, what can I do in return for you? So Goswami ji said, what will you do? If we were there, we would have said, give me, gold, something. Goswamiji said, take me, show me Shri Rama. Now this Pishacha said, how can we show you Rama? If I go, I'll burn. I will get burnt if I, go in front of Rama. How can I take you there? But now that I have promised you that I will take you to Rama, is I will take you to Hanumanji. From Hanumanji, you go to Rama. Then he tells that, everyday discourses that you are giving, there is one old man who comes first and leaves last. And through Ramayana discourse, you will find him engrossed with tears rolling down the cheeks. That is actually Hanumanji coming in disguise to listen to Ramakatha. You hold the feet of this old man, and that is Hanuman. He will take you to Rama. So that Pishacha took him to Rama, but how? Paramparaya. How did that? So Pishacha only took him to Rama. Which Pishacha can take you to Rama? That Pishacha took him to Rama, Paramparaya. Like that there are various branches, they also take you to Parameshwara, but how? Paramparaya. And there is something that is Sakshat Sadhanam, and that Sakshat Sadhanam is Upanishad Vidya, Mahavakyam. That is Sakshat Sadhanam. Everything else is Parampara Sadhanam. Okay? And therefore, the entire bulk of Shastra is meant to take you to Parameshwara. He is going to show you that ultimately even Kama Shastra, Vatsyayana's Kama Shastra also has some role in it. Such is the scope of this word Shastra. So when now he has done that Pratijna, the first Vakyam is called as Pratignya. A declaration that he does, that this is what you are going to see. This is what I am going to speak or teach. What are you going to understand through all this discussion over here from now is that whichever branch of Shastra it may be, ultimately it is meant to take you to Paramatma, to show you Parameshwara. But how? Sakshadva Paramparayava. Va is Vikalpathe. Okay? Furthermore. Iti. You found iti or not?
Veti.
Veti hai na? That is iti. Iti. Samasena. Tesham. Prasthana Bheda. Atra. Uddishyate. Now and therefore, Samasena, in brevity. In brevity, their Prasthana Bheda, the different parts of the Shastras, because they will take you to certain point, and that is the only limit up to which that Shastra can take you. It cannot take you furthermore. It cannot take you to furthermore. From that point onwards, the next Shastra takes over. Till ultimately Parameshwara is reached. Okay? Till ultimately that Parameshwara. And therefore all the Shastras have got different destinations. But those destinations are actually stations, and the final destination is Parameshwara. And therefore, from one station to another station, to the next station, till the final destination. Okay? Samasena tesham prasthana bhedaha atra uddishyate. What is being shown to you, what is being shown to you, uddishya is to show the Prasthana Bheda, where to what point each Shastra can take you. Now in order for me to reach Dallas, Anish Bhai's home, from Rishikesh, from my ashram to Delhi, one mode of transport. From Delhi where I was to the Delhi airport, another mode of transport. From that to the Dallas Fort Worth, another mode of transport. From there to this house, another mode of transport. You see? But ultimately it is all coming meant for this. Why did you start from their ashram to reach Anish Bhai's home? How are you going over there? On a push cart. How will you go? Arey, there is. That is parampara sadhanam. Got it? Like that. Atra uddishyate. This is what is being shown to you. And therefore let not there be any hasty conclusion by putting everything into the same basket. Everything is the same, whether you study Gita or you study Quran, it takes you to very shanta raho. Understand what is what. Tatha hi. Now furthermore it says Tatha hi. So now what is there? First, Rigvedo, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda, Iti, Vedaschattvara. These are the four Vedas. Okay? Rigvedaha, Yajurvedaha, Samvedaha, Atharvavedaha. Vedaschattvaraha. This is not Panchama Veda. Mahabharata is called as Panchama Veda, but it is only glorification of that Mahabharata. It is only a glorification. It is not meant to say that please have one more addition. It is only to say that Mahabharata is so great that it can be called as Panchama Veda, but it is not meant to say that there are 5 Vedas and the rest of the people have done a wrong calculation and that's why they are saying 4 Vedas. No. Vedas Chatvaraha. Then, along with these 4 Vedas, there are 6 Angas, limbs of the Veda. And then there are 4 Upangas, sublimbs. Okay? So how many have we calculated now? Chaturveda Vedas, 6 Angas and 4 Upangas, 14. Okay? This much he has just enumerated. We will see more. What are these 6 Angas? Shiksha, Vyakaranam, Niruktam, Chhando, Jyotisham, Kalpa, Iti Vedanganishat, Shiksha, the science of pronunciation. Pronunciations have to be correct. You don't expect that somebody else should understand even if you make some incorrect pronunciations. And they will tell you further why there is this so much of importance that you are laying on right pronunciations. There should not be any abhinivesha. Don't make it a prestige issue. That our mother tongue has got everything correct. Hey, that is all okay. There is, Shiksha is there to teach you what is right pronunciation. For example, the North Indian people will have their Agnivesha. Jnana is correct. Then Maharashtrians will say Jnana. Then Tamilians will say Jnana. Then Anil Bhai will say Jnana. Hey bhaiya, what is right? Then somebody, Gandhiji's disciple will come. Everyone is right, okay? Everyone is right means what? The everyone is right means either all of you are wrong. Everyone is right means all of you are wrong. What is correct? That what you write like nya, jha, it is a conjunct consonant. It is a sanyukta akshara. It is j of jahaj, j plus Sanjay mein jo hai na, that both these sounds put together, j and where is nya, where is gya, where is gna, where is nya? Sure. Therefore, that Abhinivesha Shiksha is this right pronunciation. Shiksha is right pronunciation. Then some people will say Sivji. The Shakara is palatal sh, cerebral sh, and dental s. The air which rushes from your lungs hitting the vocal cords goes in your mouth in various places and then is thrown out. But the places that it hits and then comes out produces different sounds. Sh will be the air hitting the palate and coming out. Sh will be where it will be hitting the cerebral part, the upper part of the palate, and then coming out. And S will be where it passes through the teeth. Though it is just throwing the air out, but different pronunciation. What are the different pronunciations and correct pronunciation? This knowledge is given by the Shiksha. We will see it furthermore. Vyakaranam, grammar. Words are spoken. What is meant by every word? What is meant by every word? And there is Vyakaranam to show you. Then Niruktam. This is the it is also etymology. You can call it, what is it called? A Vedic dictionary kind of. Vedic dictionary. Niruktam. Chanda. Chanda are various meters. Jyotisham. Astrology. This astrology is not when will I get married. Please tell me, my guru is sitting where? Your guru is sleeping. This is not my. हमको पैसा कब मिलेगा वो बताओ. That Jyotish is not this Jyotish. This is just astrology. Knowing the positions of various constellations, stars, etc. in advance in prediction that this is the time of the year when this star is going to be here, so that what happens? So what is the appropriate time to do the various rituals? It is not meant to tell you whether you will have 1 children, 2 children, or, my patrika says that, then the wife says, my husband's patrika says that he has got 7 children, but we have only, where have the other 5, huh? This is not a phalitam. This is Vaidika Jyotisha, meant only for rituals. Okay. Kalpaha, we will see all this. Iti Vedangani Shat. These are the 6 limbs of the Veda. Now you can imagine the Veda Purusha. The Veda Purusha is this 4 Vedas with 6 hands and 4 sublimbs. Okay? Here he goes. Purana. Sorry. Purana Nyaya Mimamsa. Dharma Shastrani Chaiti. Chatvari. Upangani. Purana, Nyaya, Mimamsa and Dharma Shastras. These are called as the Upangas. Angas are 6, Upangas are 4. Okay? Now this is just enumeration. What is it all? And how, what are Puranas? Where does it take you? What is meant by it? We'll discuss it later. Then, Chatvari Upangani. Atra Upapurana Namapi Purani Antarbhavaha. The Upapuranas also have to be covered under the Puranas. Upapuranas are not given any different treatment. They also get covered under the section of Puranas. Antarbhavaha Vaisheshika Shastrasya Nyaye. Then when we said Purana, Nyaya, Mimamsa and Dharma Shastra, these are the 4 ones. Then under the Nyaya Shastra, the Vaisheshika Shastra also has to be covered. It is not given a different treatment. We will see all this. You remember the names, and that's why I said that you will have to commit it only to your memory now. This is informative. That Nyaya Shastra, under the Nyaya Shastra, the Vaisheshika Shastra is covered. Next. Vedanta Shastrasya Mimamsayam. Vedanta Shastra gets covered under the title of Mimamsa. So that's why the Vedanta Shastra technically is called as Uttara Mimamsa. Okay? Vedanta Shastra technically is called as Uttara Mimamsa. It is basically Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. So under the title Mimamsa. Mahabharata Ramayana Yoho Sankhya Patanjala Ashupata Vaishnavadinam Chadharma Shastre. Okay. Then Mahabharata, Ramayana, Sankhya, Patanjala, Pashupata and Vaishnava Shastras. They all get covered under the title Dharma Shastra. Okay? Would you be able to recall all of them without reading? What is it that gets covered under the Dharma Shastra? And वे एक जन एक बोलेगा तो हो ही जाएंगे पास. सर्वे मिलित्वा पासम भविष्यति. क्या है? So these Shaivagamas, Vaishnavagamas, okay, Ramanuja, Madhva, etc., all of these get covered under that Vaishnava, which is Dharma Shastra. Okay? So they do not fall under the main category of Mimamsa Shastram. In fact, they go under the category of Dharma Shastram. Okay? Even Shaivagamas, that Pashupata. Sankhya, Yoga also. That goes under Dharma Shastra. जाओ वहां पे धर्मशास्त्र में. Okay. Then evam militva chaturdasha vidya. Then all of these together are called as the 14 vidya. Chaturdasha vidya. These are the 14 vidyas, 14 shastras. Tatha choktam yashvalkyena Purana Nyaya Mimamsa Dharma Shastram Damishrita Vedasthanani Vidyanam Dharmasya cha Chaturdasha Iti. If you remember this one shloka, everything will become, what do they call, a mnemonic device. One shloka, everything will be there. So, Bhagavan Yajnavalkya says, Purana Nyaya Mimamsa Dharma Shastra, 4. Anga Mishritaha. What are the Angas? 6 Angas. Along with Vedaha. Chaturvida Vedaha. Chatvaraha. So how many are there now? 4
Vedas. 10.
Purana, Nyaya, Mimamsa and Dharma Shastra plus 6 Angas plus 4 Vedas. 14. So these 14 are called as Vidyasthanani. These are the places, branches of knowledge. These are the 14 branches of knowledge. Vidyasthanani. Dharmasya cha Chaturdasha. And also of Dharma. This is the Chaturdasha sthanas. Eta eva. I know it is 7:30. इसलिए आवाज आपकी ऐसे अंदर just we'll finish one more line. Eta eva chaturvihi upavedaihi sahita ashtadasha vidya bhavanti. Now these 14 along with the 4 upavedas become 18. Okay? Ashtadasha vidya bhavanti. What are the other 4 upavedas? Ayurvedo, Dhanurvedo, Gandharvavedo, Arthashastram cha, Iti, Chatvaraha, Upaveda, Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Gandharvaveda, Arthashastra. These 4 are considered to be 4 Upavedas. Okay? Now, Sarvesham cha Astikanam eva Avan. This is some mistake here. Bhavanti. Astikanam eva Bhavanti eva Shastra Prasthanani Anyeshamapi Ekadeshinam Eteshu Antarbhava. Okay. All the Astikas are covered under these 18 branches of knowledge. We will see this statement tomorrow. So remember that this is the Chaturdasha main Vidya sthanas along with the 4 Upavedas. Now it becomes 18. And everyone Every sect of Hinduism now is covered under these. Ekadeshis also will fall under this. Okay? We will see more of it when we meet tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaha Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashikatahu Vande Bhagavantahu Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyoma Vadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Thank you.